EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Up from secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And you can see the quarterback. He's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Hey, report! Report! Hey!
From the gun, Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. His second rushing touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra points, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Going right, it's taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, 49ers.
Hey, let's go. 19 Tigers.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 45-yard line.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. That one underneath to Mitchell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Again, it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
You ready?
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. The extra point up and good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go.
Back to the air once more on second down. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will go all the way. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Oh, my God.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Wow, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's second down.
Hey, middle.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
First and goal, and it's Henry.
Derrick Henry on the handoff.
A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Henry. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
13.
Third and goal for Jackson. In the back of the end zone, he's got it. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A little quick pass to the receiver heading right. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's hiding.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Tavius Robinson. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5. But it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20.
Let him go.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. This one's complete downfield to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Baltimore
The break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
first down, Ravens.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
At the 22-yard
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Jackson up top again. That is caught to the goal line and in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. And he pulled this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Caught. This is Ayuk. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. And I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's not! Get hot! What are you? What is hot?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. It's caught downfield by Pearson. A gain there of 27 yards.
27 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Back to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the give, here's Henry. And finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Dean Winters there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 on the play.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Henry. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man.
And he will get into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown.
terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Now, faking the give, under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 15-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
1st and 10.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad things. And we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Let's go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop the throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6. But in this case, you come away with 0. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. Now a screen set up for Henry. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a long way to go. Back to throw, Jackson. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him, that one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
McCaffrey gonna return it. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
At the 60, at the 60.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Niners 1st down. Back to the air one more time. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
Henry, the Ravens ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. 5 yards on the pickup.
3rd down, they need 5.
Is 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Ravens bring their punt team out.
For the Ravens.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 34-yard line.
Check smash. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Jordan Davis in there to drop up. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Horn. Get on.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
And it's third down.
Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Baltimore.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 6 yards to
I got
go.
high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
His kick is good. Makes the score. Ravens 41, 49ers 17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown.
And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. This is Henry. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
180. 180. That's hot. Hey, middle.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike, this pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game. They're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Mitchell from the pistol. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. One more time with Mitchell. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, He's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with the touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Never a doubt on that sideline. The offense stays out. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down. Here is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Back to throw. And he's taken down up past the 35.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it is a win here for the visitors.